I'm Kelly Inselman from kellyinselman.com. I'm the founder of JoyBoots for cancer survivors, and I'm so happy to be with you here today sharing a practice that I use quite a bit in my classes and in my yoga and talk therapy groups to help myself and to help people that I work with to cut through the patterns of automatic negative thinking and circular thinking that we can get into as cancer survivors and people who are touched by the cancer experience. A lot of the time we can get into feelings of shock and fear and anxiety. And so this is a beautiful practice that is simple. It uses breath work and it uses a couple of different mental focuses that help you cut through your circular thinking. So I'm going to begin by just inviting you to get comfortable with where you are seated. You can be sitting on the floor as I am, or you could be sitting in a chair, or even lying down in a bed. That would be okay as well. So the first thing that you're going to do is just give yourself permission to be sitting here right now listening to the sound of my voice. Even if you're feeling anxious, the very act of interrupting your usual thinking pattern and just listening to the sound of my voice and beginning to notice your own experience and the sensations in your body will help to lower your anxiety. So what I'd like for you to do is, if you feel comfortable, you're going to close your eyes to begin to notice your own experience. You could also be looking down if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes. And you're going to take a moment here, first of all, just to notice the experience of listening to the sound of my voice. And then notice the other sounds that are in your environment. See if you can pick out 3 separate sounds that you can hear, in addition to the sound of my voice. And as you notice them, practice just observing them. There was a big noise that came from outside my studio. Practice just observing the sounds without judging them as right or wrong, annoying or pleasant, good or bad. Just noticing what's happening around you and being the observer of your experience. And now bring your awareness to noticing the sensations in your body. And just as you were doing with the sounds, practice observing the sensations without judging them. Imagining that all the sensations have the right to be there, and you're just noticing what's happening. For example, you might notice the sensation of being in contact with the floor or with the chair. You might feel the sensation of your hands on your legs. Feel your clothes on your body. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin without judging it, just noticing it, allowing it to be just as it is. If you're sitting up, you might press the sits bones a little more firmly towards the floor and reach the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Shoulders and face and jaw relax. And I want to invite you to continue to notice the sensations in your body. Notice your own experience, even as you continue listening to the sound of my voice. So I'm going to share with you a practice that's a really lovely practice for relaxing the body and relaxing the mind. And it does this by having a few different focus points that I'm going to show you. They're simple, but we're going to put them all together in a combination. And the purpose of this meditation is for dealing with what happens when our body gets into a state of fear or shock, and we get into a natural, automatic reaction that is considered to be fight, flight, or freeze. It's what happens to our nervous system when it feels faced with some sort of stress or danger. And it's an adaptive and totally normal process that happens. And it was, it's there in our bodies to keep us safe and to protect us, but sometimes we can get stuck. And it can be hard for us to relax so that we can really hear and see what's happening around us and think clearly and appreciate the relationships and the beautiful things that we do have going on in life in addition to stressful ones. So this practice is a breath meditation, and it uses a suspended breath. So I'm going to teach the building blocks of this meditation. The first part is simply doing a long, deep breath in, like this, through the nose. And then you're going to suspend the breath without straining yourself in any way. You'll suspend the breath for as long as you comfortably can. So that might just be for 1 or 2 seconds for some people, and that's fine. And then you're going to exhale through the nose gently. And you're going to suspend the breath out for a few moments or as long as you comfortably can. So that's the whole breath practice, is inhaling deeply, suspending the breath in, exhaling, and for just a moment, extending and suspending the breath out. So let's practice that together for a moment. You can close your eyes, and you're inhaling long, deep breath through the nose. Suspend your breath in for just a few moments. And then exhale through the nose and suspend the breath out for a few moments. It may even be just 1 moment extended out, and that's fine. So don't judge it. You're just doing the best you can, listening to the sound of my voice. As you inhale deeply, suspend the breath in, and then exhale. Suspend the breath out for a moment. Good. So you could continue the whole practice just like this if it feels comfortable to you. And you could also add the next part of the meditation, which is to have a mental focus at the tip of the nose. So to do that, you would take your index finger, and the eyes are just barely open, and you're bringing your index finger to touch the tip of your nose. So the eyes are just barely open, staring at the tip of your nose. So if you like, that could be your mental focus as we do our suspended breath. If that's not right for you, just forget about it. You can keep your eyes closed. So that's part 2. We're inhaling, suspending the breath in, exhaling, suspending the breath out for a moment, and then you're also staring at the tip of your nose. The third part is that we're going to take the left hand with the palm facing in towards your chest, about 2 inches from the center of your chest. The thumb is just gently pointing up, not straining, just gently pointing up. Then you're going to take your right hand, and it's about 2 inches behind the back of the left hand. Again, with the palms up. You can let the elbows relax down. So this is not a strained position, and if it doesn't feel comfortable to you, you could just continue listening to the sound of my voice and doing the breath practice with the hands at the knees. But if you can, you're going to do all 3 of these pieces together. So the hands are towards the center of the chest, thumbs are up, mental focus is at the tip of the nose. And you're going to begin doing the long, deep breath in through the nose. Suspend the breath in. Exhale. And suspend the breath out for a few moments. So continue with this breathing, inhaling long and deep. Suspending the breath in for as long as you comfortably can, and then exhaling and suspend the breath out for just a moment. You're going to continue at your own pace. So if the suspension is just a few moments, or even just 1 moment, that's perfectly okay. Inhaling, drawing in prana, the life force energy, suspending the breath for a few moments, and then exhaling, letting go of tension, and suspending the breath out for a few moments. Continue at your own pace.